Here's a list of some new television series coming out in 2022 that originally started as popular novels. The Summer I Turned Pretty. This series is based on the Jenny Han YA novel. Han is known for writing the To All the Boys series, which was made into 3 movies by Netflix. The Summer series, which has 3 books total, is being adapted by Amazon as an 8-episode series. Tung will star as Belly, who starts turning heads the summer she turns 16. This drama hinges on the love triangle between Belly and 2 brothers. It's a coming-of-age story about first love, first heartbreak, and the magic of that one perfect summer. This is a TV adaptation of Sarah Vaughan's courtroom drama Anatomy of a Scandal. Sophie, played by Sienna Miller, is the privileged wife of a powerful politician, James, played by Rupert Fiend. Their life unravels when a scandalous secret surfaces and James is accused of a shocking crime. From the creator of Big Little Lies and House of Cards showrunner, this series is coming to Netflix April 2022 and promises drama, mystery, romance, and politics. Have you been needing a vampire fix? Well, look no further. This popular teen novel written by Rochelle Mead is coming to Peacock in 2022. The story follows Rose Hathaway, a half-vampire, half-human training at St. Vladimir's Academy. Her mission is to guard her best friend Lissa Dragomir, one of the last vampires of the royal family. And what would a vampire story be without a little forbidden love, as Rose falls in love with her instructor, Dmitry Belikov. It's safe to say fans of this series will not be disappointed. The Peripheral. Set in the future when technology has subtly altered society, a woman discovers a secret connection to an alternate reality as well as a dark future of her own. Starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Jack Reynor, this series is being made by Westworld creators for Amazon Prime. Written by Sally Rooney, her novel adapted for Hulu, Normal People, gained a lot of popularity in 2020. Now the same team is adapting Conversations with Friends, which follows Francis and Bobby, 2 Dublin-based students who become romantically intertwined with an older married couple, Nick and Melissa. The 12-episode series is set to premiere in spring of 2022. Daisy Jones and the Six. This rock and roll novel is about the rise and fall of a fictional rock band in the 1970s. The story is being told like a documentary and even includes original song lyrics. Riley Keough will be playing Daisy Jones, and if you haven't heard of Riley, you may have heard of her grandfather, Elvis Presley. Yeah, you heard me right. Production for the Amazon series started on September 27th, but there's no official release date yet. House of the Dragon is the prequel to Game of Thrones and is based on the Fire and Blood novel by George R.R. Martin. This series, which is set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, tells the story of House Targaryen. Even though House of the Dragon is a prequel with a different agenda, the creative team behind the series stated that they still want it to feel like the Game of Thrones world. 5 Days at Memorial. This limited series is coming to Apple TV and is based on the book by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Sherry Fink. It tells of the first 5 days in a New Orleans hospital after Hurricane Katrina made landfall. The content of this series is sure to be heavy as it brings up difficult questions surrounding the circumstances in which 40 corpses were found in the hospital after exhausted caregivers were forced to make life and death decisions that haunted them for years to come. The first season of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, premieres exclusively on Prime Video September 2nd. The series is set thousands of years before the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, so audiences will not need any context or background knowledge to understand this series. The story begins in a time of relative peace and follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared regime of evil returning to Middle-earth. Disney has now confirmed that Ms. Marvel will premiere June 8th, 2022. The show will follow the teenage superhero introduced in 2013 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Kamal is seemingly a regular New Jersey teenager living with her immigrant family. What she doesn't know is that she's an Inhuman, a genetically advanced group of humans that was experimented on millions of years ago by an ancient alien species. Kamala discovers that she has elastic abilities, allowing her to reshape her body. Maybe now that she's discovered she's just like her favorite superheroes, she'll finally feel like she has somewhere to fit in. The Old Man centers on Dan Chase, played by Jeff Bridges, who's left the CIA decades ago and has been living off the grid ever since. When an assassin arrives and tries to take Chase out, the old operative learns that to ensure his future, he now must reconcile his past. This drama is set to premiere this summer on FX and the next day on Hulu. After years of failed attempts at bringing the story of the Sandman or Morpheus to the big screen, the story will finally be a series in 2022. A wizard attempting to capture death to bargain for eternal life traps her younger brother Dream instead. The wizard has kept him imprisoned in a glass bottle for decades. After his escape, Dream, also known as Morpheus, goes on a quest for his lost objects of power. This series is sure to be a must-watch. The Terminal List by Jack Carr. Amazon has set a July 1st premiere date on Prime Video for all 8 episodes of this new conspiracy thriller series starring Chris Pratt. A former Navy SEAL officer investigates why his entire platoon was ambushed during a high-stakes covert mission. The Time Traveler's Wife. You may remember this popular novel has previously been adapted for the big screen, but is now set to stream as a series on HBO. The Time Traveler's Wife follows the intricate and magical love story between Claire and Henry, and a marriage with a problem, time travel. Claire will be played by Rose Leslie, and Henry will be played by Theo James. If you weren't already excited for all the amazing content coming in 2022, I hope you are now. More and more streaming services are making their own unique content, and we are the lucky ones that stand to benefit the most. Links are available to all the trailers and additional content below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.